Let's make a video about the all the process, how PV diagram and TS diagrams are linked. That is very important to understand. So the missing thing I would like to start off by this is that heat and temperature, these two quantities are not linked. If you can't say that if you are just adding heat, the temperature will increase, because if you're adding heat and that heat is doing work, some kind of work, like in a refrigerator, if you're adding heat in a machine, you are adding heat, but the temperature is not increasing, it is also decreasing also in the main process. So the temperature you need to link with the entropy. If you are adding heat, the entropy is increasing. If you are removing the heat, the temperature is also decreasing. So start off with the isothermal process. What does this say? So what I have said you, isothermal, just link all these things with the heat, not heat but with entropy. So PV equal to C. Here you can see there is a compression is happening. The temperature has to be isothermal, so temperature has to be maintained. So compressing the temperature, the heat, so it will try to increase, but we have to maintain the temperature. So what we will do, we will remove the heat from it. So when we are just removing the heat, so it will be the entropy is decreasing, because adding heat will increase the entropy and removing heat will decrease the entropy, vice versa, that things happen. Okay, now coming back to the adiabatic process, what has happened is adiabatic process, there is an arrow that I can give you. So PV to over n equal to C. So we are again PV to over n equal to C. We are again adiabatic, so there is no heat transfer. So the total heat is contained in the process. So temperature. So it is a compression process, and adding heat, the temperature is not removing. So the total system temperature will. So I would say the best way to say the total system entropy is increasing. Thus, the temperature is also increasing. So that's why it's increasing. Okay, one more thing that you have liked to learn here is that how is the slope. So in a line, then it is the slope, na? First it is increasing and decreasing, so the slope is less, but here it is low, here high, so the slope is increasing, here it is decreasing. Here now isobaric process, volume is constant. Now there's a three line I have drawn. So volume constant, pressure is increasing. So volume is constant, pressure is increasing. So what would happen with the temperature? So what we have to do, so to maintain a constant volume when the pressure is increasing, to maintain a constant volume when we are increasing the pressure. So suppose in a container there is a gas, so it is a completely, so there is a 24 kilo of gas, so the volume is constant, so volume is this much, so pressure is increasing. So pressure is increasing, what will happen? Volume can increase, like the area can't not be changed. So what would happen? The temperature, we have to compensate by the temperature. So temperature would increase, that means entropy is increasing. So that's why the proper line for this would be this line. Okay, it if it would have been the opposite case, that is we are just decreasing, we are just expanding the gas, then the arrow would be in a different direction. So isobaric process, that is what is happening, there is a pressure is remaining constant, pressure remaining constant, volume is increasing. So pressure is there is on constant, but the volume is increasing. So how the volume can increase in pressure? Only when the volume is increasing, when the temperature is increasing, no? There is a degree of freedom relation also, so that's why the temperature is also increasing. But a polytropic process, there is a specific and there is a important, even question can come. So polytropic process, there is a polytropic specific heat that we are getting, that is n minus lambda upon n minus 1. So there is two cases, so it's a compression process, and so the arrow would be this, because the entropy is increasing. But the thing is in which direction it will happen, the where the slope is higher and lower, because when the n value is less than gamma, so the total value is coming negative. So negative value, the slope is this side, and when the n value is greater than gamma, so n is greater than lambda, then it is positive, the slope is this side. So it's how concludes all the processes from where the PV diagram to TS diagram, how we are just converting all those things, that basic things we have just covered in this video, and I hope it will like.